6 o'clock if you want to start.
Okay, we'll call this meeting to order.
Time?
6 o'clock.
Okay. Do a roll call. Director Davis?
Here.
Director Smiley?
Here.
Director Beatty?
Here.
Director Green?
Director Green will be late if he makes it.
Okay. Director Sangster?
Present.
Okay.
Someone turn that camera on.
Got it. Okay, I need a motion to approve the regular meeting agenda.
Motion to approve the regular meeting agenda.
I'll second it.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Hearing none.
Yep. Oh, you lead us in the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We have any public comment for items that are not on the agenda. Persons wishing to speak on a matter not on the agenda may be heard at this time. However, no action will be taken until placed on a future agenda. Speakers are limited to 3 minutes, and please sign in with your name and address at the podium. Any public comment?
I'm not sure yet, but I'm gonna sign, would I do it now?
This is only for items that are not on the agenda?
Okay, and I just walked in, sorry.
Okay.
My apologies.
No worries. Okay, we'll move on. Special presentations and public hearings?
We have none.
None? Okay. San Luis Obispo County organizations. Have you heard from
The new commander is out of town. She was gonna send Sergeant Farland. She said he might show up late though, so told me we'd rearrange if needed.
Okay. Community service organizations.
We have those. Good evening.
You
My name's Scott Young with the San Miguel Firefighters Association, and you may have noticed, but the 34th Annual Sagebrush Days Parade is scheduled. We have our permit, so that will be April 26th at 10 a.m. We're doing it a little earlier in the day and a little later in the month, and that's because we're coupling up with the Dias del Niños event that's happening up in San Miguel Park. So the hope is that people will come to the parade, enjoy that, and then filter up to the park and enjoy the events that are going on there. And hopefully some of those entries will go up as well, so kids could touch and see the parade entries. Horses might be a good attraction, working that out. I was speaking with the supervisor's legislative assistant last night, Lori, and they're going to do a mural on the old jail to try to curb the graffiti that's been going on up there. So I'm not sure who's funding it, but it's kind of a neat deal, and it'll happen that day, so we're happy to be part of that. And we're working on logistics to try to preserve that mural while it dries, and then the anti-graffiti paint goes on, and then that dries. So there's some moving parts, temporary fencing and stuff that's going to happen, but if you have a chance, go up and check that out. And other than that, I think that's about it. We're looking down the road to see fireworks this year, as always, and I don't think we have any other events scheduled between now and then. Any questions?
Any idea who the artist is for the mural?
I do not. There was word that they were going to have the kids come put handprints on it as well, so it's kind of a cool thing. I have no idea who the artist would be. Maybe Steve Kaler, I don't really know.
Okay.
And then as far as what's the design?
Don't know.
Don't know.
All I know is it's going to be a mural. It was like dropped on my lap last night, and I was like, cool, can we help? And they said, yeah, we could work on security for it. We're going to look at doing some technology up in that area, just to try to get some cameras in place. It's one of our long-term projects. So if we get some temporary cameras to kind of monitor what's going on with the drying process, then we're going to work with the supervisor's office to get some long-term security up there. It's been one of those projects that we've been trying to do for quite some time. We had stumbling blocks in the past, but we're going to overcome those.
Great.
Awesome.
Questions?
Yeah. The old, is that near the old fire station?
The old fire station is on L Street, so up above the old fire station is the old jail, right adjacent to the library, in between the
Oh, okay.
library and the community center. So the old jail is that concrete structure that's there, still has the bars in place.
Oh, okay.
It's just kind of a hotbed for activity.
Yeah.
We're trying to improve it.
Who's it owned by?
The county. The whole parcel's owned by the county. The county encompasses the property from the alley all the way down to L Street on that fence line, then all the way to 13th.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Camp Roberts.
Right.
Okay.
I didn't see her last night.
I showed her last night either.
Do we have any public comment on the non-district reports? All right, we'll move on to staff and committee reports. General Manager.
Thank you. I have a couple things to update you with based on our meeting last month. The billing for the temporary housing unit has been corrected. It was only charging for water while they were under construction, but now it's being charged correctly for water and sewer. There was a request by Director Sangster and Director Green for a list of credit card holders and usage for the last 12 months. That's attached to this report. And the information requested by Director Green regarding the proposed replacement of the SLT water tank had been sent out to all directors. Anybody else that's interested, it's in the board packet from 6 of 2024, starting on page 209. And there was also a request for information regarding the hours charged by Fluid Resource Management, FRM, for water and wastewater compliance and operator services. That's in the table attached to this report as well. In addition to that, our normal favorite topic, 700 forms. If you haven't done your 700 forms for the county and for the GSA, you do need to do that before April 1st. Tamara knows where you all live.
Come see me, Ellen. Come see me.
Okay.
Is it only one outstanding?
2 from the FPPC one, not that electronic.
Oh,
So I have 2 directors that usually do hand, so.
okay. So
They
I'm
just-
not one of them?
No.
And Davis is gonna come see me.
Yeah, I'll come see you.
Okay.
I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I see the credit cards. My question is, does Rob Robertson still have a credit card?
I can answer that question. He has a credit card because the credit card has to be issued into somebody's name. And he had that credit card issued in his name in the past, so he has it. He does not utilize it, as you can see by that bill.
Yeah, I
It's
understand.
all zeros. We can't have a credit card without a credit card holder. And our staff is in flux a lot of the time, and he is the highest ranking department member aside from myself. So he has that card in case of emergencies if in my absence. And it's been a constant. We've talked about it in the past, and it's still the same status quo. You can tell by the credit card statements that there are no charges to it. So abuse, misuse is not even an issue.
Well, I understand that, but he's no longer working for the district, or he's no longer part of the fire department, the way I understand, right?
He is part of the fire department. He is a chief officer with the fire department, and he fills in my stead when I'm away, and he fills a need when necessary, responds to calls when he can, and he still has an integral part in the fire department. If I can't be reached, he's the next phone call.
So a question, that is the expectation that others would be using his card for purchases?
No,
Okay. And it's all issued by U.S. Bank, is it not?
yes.
And they will not allow a district, a general, like, for example, a San Diego Fire credit card that could be used by,
As far as I've been told, no. It has to have somebody attached to it.
I'll see if I can get you a name for a rep within U.S. Bank. We, the University U.S. Bank, and we have Emergency Operations Center cards, we have College of Engineering cards.
That'd be
etc.
good. Fortunately, and unfortunately, that's not in my wheelhouse. I do not apply for the cards, but I'm sure Tam will take that information and process it, whatever works accordingly. We just need to have a second credit card, you know.
Right.
If for some reason mine gets lost, stolen, compromised, or I am somewhere else and something needs to be dealt with, we have to have a backup. And that has been status quo for quite some time.
Yeah, in the case of, potential emergencies and response and things like that, mitigating things, having a department card would make more sense. In my opinion, anyway.
I guess we could iron out the approved users. I really don't know the dynamics of how that works, but Tam will be able to address that. I'm sure Michelle will help.
Okay, I'll send you the information.
You have any other questions on the general manager's report?
Any other questions, gentlemen? Okay. Do you have any public comment on the general manager's report? We do not. Okay, district council.
Nothing for me tonight.
Okay. Any public comment on district council report? District utilities.
You have the report as submitted. If you have any questions, be happy to answer.
Questions for the district utilities report, gentlemen?
Yeah, I do have a question. I don't know if this was pertaining to Scott or pertaining to district utilities, but the way I understand, the fire department borrowed $80,000 from the lighting district.
Under an approved resolution by the board.
Right, was there a contract made, or how are they gonna pay it back, I guess is the question.
That was all outlined in the resolution that the board approved. So it'd be budgeted annually for a payment for no more than 10 years. So whatever the final amount is will have to be budgeted, and that'll come out of the fire department budget back to lighting.
Okay, 'cause I just don't wanna see it get lost.
I don't want to see it get lost either. I like Scott, but I don't want to give him 80 grand.
As a caveat to that, we were working on our budget, and that was a line item that's been included for the full cost of the interfund loan with interest as well. I'm kind of getting crossed up in my tracks, but I'm going to answer your question. Hopefully, it's not too much of a cross-collateralization. And we received our final bill from SWIFT. That was the one thing we were waiting for, so we'll be able to close that out. We had some funds left over for furnishings. Once we settle with that, if there's any funds residual, we'll return them to the lighting district and then adjust the amount of the loan total.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions? I do have a question. On our overdue accounts, we have 13 that are 60 days past due. Is that the only delinquencies we have, or are there others that are 30 days past due?
There's others that are 30 days past due.
That incorporates those. Or, no, I'm sorry, it doesn't, 60 days or bigger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Are we seeing that number come down in the number of delinquencies? Or no?
I see it about the same, it just depends on how long the month is. We do the 60 days because that's the shut off. We have to send notices and stuff like that. We had to shut one person off this month pretty much because they were out of town for a while and didn't contact us.
Okay. Is it the same accounts that are,
Yes.
okay. Okay. Is there any public comment on the district utilities report? No. All right. Fire chief's report.
Good evening again. Fire Chief's report is submitted as written with a couple caveats. All the acronyms were spelled out as requested.
1 second. Director Green arrived at 6:14.
And hopefully that clarifies some of the terminology that's been used over the past years. Some of it may seem redundant, but that was the request, so that was honored. And in addition to that, there was a question regarding the fuel usage for my vehicle. So at the bottom of the report, December 2024 to January 2025 fuel receipt question,